I miss his smile. I miss everything about Shay.
Bev Cadham speaks openly about her son Shaymus now, but she spent the first Christmas after he died on a plane, far away from all of the reminders that he was gone.
I was very numb and in shock for probably about a good year.
Cadham, who works for the Canadian Mental Health Association, says she spent much of that year pre-planning distractions in anticipation of the milestones she typically celebrate with her son. The months after Shaymus died, Cadham held a vigil for him, gave a presentation on mental health at his old high school, and threw him a birthday party. As time passed, the distractions ran out, the numbness wore off, and she found herself without purpose. As she thought about how she could possibly move forward, she remembered how good it felt talking to others about Shaymus.
What is my intention? How do I want to move forward with my intention? And so I'm a doer. And I work in mental health. So I thought my journey is that I have to start looking at ways of talking openly and sharing.
Now, Cadham works with Roots of Hope, a nonprofit that tries to support people all over Canada who have thoughts of suicide or have lost a loved one to suicide.
What we try to do with Roots of Hope is meet people where they're at and help them with their journey of what they want to do with their story. And so sometimes that creates opportunities to connect others.
Dewar says she's traveled across Nova Scotia talking to people who have been affected by suicide and has noticed a need for services, especially in rural parts of the province.
Surprisingly, there's a lot of people out there trying to tell their story. There's not always safe spaces for people to tell their story, and people are not always ready to hear the story.
Bev Cadham was the perfect candidate. She says empathy is crucial when trying to support someone who has lost a loved one to suicide.
We lose people through illness. We lose people for a variety of different reasons. Suicide is just kind of in a category of its own, I think. And so people need to engage with someone who has an understanding.
The Canadian Association for Suicide Prevention says if you're worried someone you know may be at risk of suicide, you should talk to them. If you or someone you know is struggling, here is where you can get help. Josh Hoffman, CBC News, Halifax.